they met at an MBA and they launched a business called Make Thread, which is a fashion-based business actually, and it's just a really interesting business. They launched their platform this week, only this week. So we wanted to get them involved. Yesterday. They're on the ones to watch list. Which one's Sarah? Which one's Katie?
Sarah.
Okay.
Katie.
Just tell us a bit about the business. What does the business do?
So the business, we studied an MBA and we found a gap in the market. So
Can I just check? Can everyone hear okay? Can everyone hear? Just okay. Thanks for a bit of noise over there, but if you can just keep it down. Yeah, sorry.
So we did an MBA together and we found a gap in the market for designers, fashion designers to enter the market. So we looked a lot about assetless business models. So we studied, we looked at the likes of Uber and Airbnb and how they're assetless. So what we do is we are a fashion platform that amalgamates e-commerce, social media and crowd curation together, which everything on its own is not unique, but when you combine them together, nobody else is doing that. So we provide a risk-free route to market for fashion designers to build their own brand, but it's a social community as well, so they can like, share, follow, very, very Instagram feel, and it's the credibility because designers want to be, attached to certain other companies. So yes, it's the amalgamation of the three.
So just say, for example, Gavin decides to launch his own fashion range, unlikely though it is. Gavin comes to you, comes to your platform. What happens next?
So he applies. This isn't for everybody. We want to find talented people, essentially.
No offence, Gavin.
We don't want to be another Teesprings. So that's how we differentiate ourselves. This is about creative people who really want to start their own fashion label. So they apply to us. They have to meet a certain criteria. Are they creative? What are the designs like? We say yes or no to them. They come on our site, they build a digital portfolio, and they put their campaigns live.
Your experience of setting the business up, I can barely hear that, Hoover. Yeah. It's so in terms of when you set the business up and you were creating the platform,
yes.
What was your experience? Because I know you tried to get some costings and it was pretty expensive. What happened?
So having done an MBA, we had some skills of our own that we'd learned over the year. We thought we needed money. We thought we needed investment. We thought we needed backing straight away. And we approached tech companies in Liverpool and in Manchester. And we were quoted a lot of money. A lot, hundreds of thousands of pounds.
How much were you quoted? And you don't have to name the name, but if you want to, feel free. But how much were you quoted to create this platform? I looked at the website yesterday. It's more than just a website. It's interactive. It's got to be.
Totally.
How much were you quoted?
We were quoted
in excess of 150k.
Yeah.
In excess of
150,000 pounds for a platform. Without naming names, is that a Liverpool City Region-based company quoted you?
Oh, a few.
Multiple.
Yeah. We didn't just go to one. Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
Okay.
So what we did was we stripped it back. So our background is not tech. The idea was basically on my kitchen floor was every single process was mapped out, and it was click here and it takes you here, and we basically designed the whole functionality of the site. And as you said before, you've used the site, it's really usable, and it integrates the three technologies together like really, really well. Because from users, we basically designed the functionality of it.
You did a first raise to friends and family. I think it cost you 1/10 of that in the end, and it looks fantastic as well. I'm going to ask a question. 17% of people who work in tech are women. Facts. There aren't enough women working in tech as well. There aren't enough female entrepreneurs. So you're in a minority straight away. Do you think you've been treated any differently because you're female?
Well, there's two sides. It's a double-edged sword, really. I mean, instantly they sort of think, women in tech. I mean, we've been doing the expo at the Smart Factory Expo today, and we were on Innovation Alley. We were invited to go and present there, and it was quite interesting because instantly, as soon as we turned up, they were like, "Oh, women in tech."
Yeah, as if it was a big deal, and it shouldn't be.
It shouldn't
be a big deal.
Yeah. So we've had both sides.
Yeah.
No, you're exactly right. I mean, I've got two daughters, but they're not encouraged to go into tech, but they're not encouraged to go into manufacturing either. There's a big play there. You're based at you're working at the Baltic Triangle. Yeah. How do you find that? I mean, in terms of, is that a great place to launch a business? And is Liverpool a great place for a startup business?
Yeah, definitely is. So we bootstrapped our business as much as we can. We borrowed money from friends and family. So we hot desk essentially from the Baltic Creative, and we've met some really great people. Everyone's friendly, supportive, you get to know people. It is a great place to start in Liverpool because, you know, rent's cheap. You can start without having massive overheads. And there is support from the likes of LCR Activate. There's not a great deal of support, but it is going there. So for me, to say to another startup, get yourself into an area like the Baltic Creative where there is a bit of a support group, where you can network, where you can meet people and be introduced. That's probably the best.
Activate provided some grant support, didn't they?
Yes.
You know, when you got this stomping great big £150,000 quote. Final question, if I may, before I introduce the Vice President from GP Bullhound. That's how important he is, the Vice President. In terms of what it means to be included on that list. You know, you're a startup, you know, you launched a platform yesterday, the ink is still wet. How important is that? What does that mean to you to see your name on that list?
It's huge. I mean, it's validation. You know, it takes our business from being a concept and an idea. I mean, as you say, we only launched yesterday. It's quite a difficult concept to explain without actually seeing it, so it's better to go on there and sort of use it, but it gives us that validation. So today, for instance, the minute that we've said that we are part of, you know, the Tech Climbers Ones to Watch, instantly there's validation there, and that's quite difficult to get until you've got traction. And I know that statistically, you know, it can be 3 years until a startup comes to, you know, tuition, but for us, even having that so early on, launching yesterday, has made a huge difference.
Yeah.
Listen, well, thanks very much for taking part. I don't know if we've got any questions for this panel. I mean, the great thing is, actually, I only found out about the business being launched yesterday. I only asked you yesterday, would you like to get involved in this event? I think it's really important. We hear so many different opinions as well. Absolutely fantastic. Put your hands together for our second panel. Thank you.